This textile startup turns Philippine natural fibers into sustainable fabrics, creating local jobs and reducing waste.
Hi, I'm Celie. I'm the co-founder of Isla-Tek. I'm also the CEO. I guess the problem we're solving at Isla-Tek is really thinking about the revival of the local textile industry. The Philippines has this very abundant crop base, like this natural resource base. We have 66,000 hectares of pineapple. We're the third largest producer in the world. We're also the third largest producer of abaca. But a lot of the processing for these materials is actually done overseas. So the problem, I guess, that we're solving is the lack of infrastructure to process these materials into textiles and also to create inclusive jobs in that entire sector. One of the things that I was doing back then was looking at what are the crops we have in Leyte. And then I found out that Leyte actually has a lot of pineapple. But after they harvest the fruit, they just burn the leaves or they leave them to decompose. About that same time, I learned that it was possible to actually make textiles from those leaves. So that was like the starting point. But I think a major thing also is we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have Isla-Tek if it wasn't for the work of a lot of the partners in our supply chain. And one of the biggest ones is actually our co-founder, Chuck Lazaro. So he's been working in the textile space, working with indigenous materials or endemic materials since the early 2000s, so like 20 years now. Being a woman that's building a business, I also think that's part of like the superpower in terms of the framework that we bring, right? We're not just thinking about, oh my gosh, we're building this like multi-million-dollar company, like we've raised so much money. You know, it's really about like, oh, what is the impact that we're trying to make? What are the problems that we're trying to solve? Are these real problems? You know, do people actually need solutions to these problems? And like, will these solutions actually help people? Like, are they making it better for people other than myself, you know? So I think coming out of this program, we really feel a lot clearer about what our business model is, what are we doing. One of the big things has been when we started, we really thought we were going to be like heavily focused on making innovative, sustainable materials. But when we kind of looked at specifically the Philippine market, what we saw was there's actually a lot of like 100% polyester fabric and yarns being imported to the Philippines. If we want to compete for the local market and make change in the local market, then we need to be making change in that category, not in like luxury materials, right? But more accessible materials.